is up, ZooPhobia, Has-Been Hotel, and Hello Boss fans. Regan Wilks, Autism Productions here. That's why RWAP, Regan Wilks 54 here. That's why. And today we're on the ZooPhobia comic series, Chapter 4. So this is only 2 parts that I can react to. Though we're almost to the 5th part because I don't know what happened to the part 2 of the 5th chapter of ZooPhobia. But don't worry. So, I want to know what it's all about for ZooPhobia Chapter 4. So, it's going to be the Bad Luck Jack story. So, is it going to be the origins? Or, like, where it all, like, began with? Before the animation from 2020 started, that was the more popular of ZooPhobia Bad Luck Jack short. So, anyways, we will know what it's all about for the 4th chapter, so 2 links in the description. And don't forget to subscribe, and let's begin the intro.
He's a man on a mission, in armor of high-tech ammunition.
Alright. Miss Walden. Ooh. Oh yeah. Like the ending part. Her new life in the Zuvinex Academy.
Much better. Okay, you can do this.
Miss Walden? I'm, here for my session.
Oh, yes, Jackson. Good morning to you. Please take a seat and we can get started. I hope you don't mind beanbags.
Nah, they're actually really nice. Also, I, like what you did with the new room.
Thank you.
It's very humble.
Yes, I'm very thankful to Zechariah for letting me change rooms. I kind of have a weird connection with my surroundings. The old room was just a little too intimidating on first arrival.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
So, you are my first official counseling session here at ZPA. Is there, anything bothering you at all that you would like to talk about? Anything?
Well, I think for things I tell you to make sense, I have to kind of fill you in a bit about myself and my, condition. Or, well, my curse.
His bad luck is his
You
curse.
see, my parents were extremely close, according to my mother. And when she got pregnant with me, they were very excited. But before I was born, my father was killed in a very freak accident.
Oh no.
My mother was devastated by it. In desperation, she turned to her sister, my Aunt Narissa, who, well, is married to the devil.
So they were
As
sisters?
creepy as that sounds. She begged him to make a deal, but as a gift to his wife, he granted my mother her wish, to give her unborn child the gift of eternal life. But the devil's magic works in very odd ways, so his gift was really a curse. When I was born, he cursed me with immortality, along with a supernatural affinity for bad luck.
'Cause he never
And-
dies.
Thing
Just like
is,
Deadpool never dies.
I still feel pain. So, yeah. Not being able to die on top of the crazy, often violent things that happen to me, with the pain Yeah. Not fun. You okay, Miss Walden? I'm sorry if my story is a little strange.
No, I'm just
The origin.
still getting used to hearing about the supernatural things and the devil being real. I am very sorry for your situation, Jackson. It sounds simply dreadful. What else would you like to share about your hardships? I can tell there's a lot you have to tell.
I really hope you don't mind me talking a lot about myself. I just think it's a good idea to fill things in.
No, Jack, it's fine. It helps to know these things.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just been a while since I explained this stuff. I don't often tell people about my curse anymore.
Why is that?
Well, because it just gets hard explaining it over and over to people. Why so much crazy stuff happens to me, around me. And the moment I mention that it's an actual curse, people immediately get scared to be around me. I can't really blame them. They don't want to get hurt. But sometimes I really don't like it. I don't like people avoiding me out of fear. And I don't like people thinking I'm making it up for attention. It just gets a little stressful sometimes. Plus, some people think I'm pretty, well, weird. 'Cause the whole curse thing and my luck has made me pretty superstitious. It really doesn't help how people see me with all my behaviors and, customs. Most people here kinda avoid me for the most part, just seeing what kind of stuff happens and finding me odd.
Do you have any real or close friends, Jack?
Phil, Kayla, Spam, and
yes.
Nexa.
I have a few. And honestly, I don't know what I'd do without my best friend Zill.
Because they're like sidekicks in the animation. Oh, that's it?
Do you have any real or close friends, Jack?
Oh, yes. I have a few. And honestly, I don't know what I'd do without my best friend Zill.
I think I know him. In Jackie's class, right?
Yeah.
What creature is he, anyway?
A dragonfly.
I have no idea. I'm not sure he knows either. In fact, he always seems confused about it.
Because he has
He doesn't
dragon
know?
wings, snake tail.
I don't think so.
So, how long have you known Zell?
Since I found him, about 13 years now.
Dang, 13 years?
I'm sorry. You found him?
Yeah?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me explain. I was born in Safe Haven's Animal District. It's a kind more natural environment, so my upbringing was more traditional, I guess. My mom never really explained my curse to me when I was younger. I just thought the world was against me, and that she didn't even care. So I ran away from home a lot back then. I just felt I had to escape somehow. It was never much help, but I seemed to kinda enjoy the time away from her. I remember the last time I ran away. I was like 5. And during a really foggy, rainy night, I took shelter in a tree. I heard some growling in the forest. It was really scary at the time, 'cause most animals in the district
Oh, that's the
respect
monster
private
from
boundaries.
the Bad Luck Jack animation?
Plus, I was too young, too. I heard this creature emerge from the bushes.
Oh.
He approached the entrance to where I was hiding. I had never seen anything like him before, and I was extremely scared.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
He was really just curious of me, I think, but he behaved much more, well, bestial than what I was used to. He was like, well, an animal, which was new for me. Most animals in the district can still speak universally, especially upon first meeting. Zill was extremely wary of me, and I was just terrified. But really, he was just extremely curious of me. Unlike me, Zill was just unafraid and bold. Also surprisingly unfazed by my curse. In fact, for the first time, I had met someone who not only was unfazed by it, but he actually intervened. So really, Zill meant a lot to me, almost right off the bat. We actually kinda lived together in the forest for a full month, getting to know each other as friends. He didn't talk to me at first, but when he started to talk, he only spoke Spanish, which was like gibberish to me.
Like when you talk English
So
backwards.
the
it's like
language barrier
gibberish.
was still there,
Like the Minions.
but we still understood each other somehow. After a while, I decided to actually bring Zill home with me. My mom was beyond happy I was back, but she actually didn't take very warmly to Zill.
How did Zill get his name?
Oh,
That's
well,
a good question.
he spelled his name for me while we were in the forest.
It's interesting that he was so intelligent despite living in the forest.
Well, I mean, lots of intelligent animals live in the wild, but I understand what you mean. Zill did come off as pretty primitive at first.
So, did you two live together?
Actually, we did, for a little while, before we officially started school. Zill was with us through the move to the city district. During those first years, we taught him how to speak
Apples.
English. By the time we did first start school, he was already decently bilingual. A lot of kids would call Zill names and stuff because of how he looked. He never let it get to him, though. But when I was picked on,
Rusty.
Take that, you wimpy loser!
Zill didn't take kindly to that.
Ooh.
Neither of us have ever really found out how exactly his powers seemed to work, but he had a lot less control back
That's
then.
how
Oh gosh!
Jack
Are
met
you okay?
Rusty.
Get off me, you dumb girl!
Dang. Unlike after Kayla met Rusty,
Zill has
Like they
always
were
had issues
together?
with people who bully or attack.
I mean,
Stop! No more. I'm fine. Both of you, no fighting. This is a playground.
Get out of my way, or I'll beat you up too. I'm not afraid to hit a dumb girl.
dang. He did. He just put him to sleep.
Zill met his girlfriend Kayla on the first day of grade school.
Oh my. They've been dating that long? How sweet.
Oh, no. Zill didn't get with Kay for a while. Through most of school, he was, well,
Hey, still got the ooze.
loose with girls.
Oh.
He always had genuine feelings for Kayla, but he never had the guts to go for her. He just didn't think she'd be interested. Which I guess was understandable. He didn't have the best rep
I was
with the
going to say
ladies
hoes,
growing
but
up.
Who's?
He was a party animal. Sorry. But he used to love to sing, and had a knack for it. So I suggested he try out for the school musical once we entered ZPA. He scored the lead alongside Kayla in the show. And that's when they really got to know each other. Once they really got together, Zill really slowed down on his party lifestyle. It was interesting how much of a change there was. I was really happy that he had found such a nice, stable relationship. Plus, Kayla is a wonderful girl, honestly. But once he started dating, like I said, our relationship kinda, I don't know, changed?
Your relationship changed? How so? Was he just less close as a friend?
Well, I mean, maybe I said that the wrong way. It was just, it's hard to explain. He just suddenly had so many friends and attention once he changed with Kayla. I guess I just missed a little of the constant we had before he had such a serious relationship. I'm just a little worried that the way things might progress, that maybe he eventually won't need me as his friend. I'm sorry, it's a dumb worry.
No, Jack. When a friend starts to change or befriends other people, it's normal to feel worried about where you stand. But I'm sure if you two are as close as you say, you will never grow apart.
Yeah?
You know,
True.
We've talked a lot about Zill. Why don't you tell me more about yourself? Do you have many other friends?
I think that's why I have
dang.
this insecurity. Like I said
That's a lot of
before,
times he died.
I only have a few friends because people are scared to be around me.
Good.
Understandably.
I think it's because he was.
I have
he was
one other really close friend,
born before he
but I
got
rarely
immortal.
see her.
What about your family?
My family...
But
it's complicated. I think deep down I love my family, but they do just remind me directly of my curse. My mom used to take me to visit my aunt and uncle a lot.
Your uncle... the devil?
yeah,
Yeah,
the father
Yeah.
of the 666. Man, that's a wonderful story. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, that explains a lot, like, how many times he died. I mean, wish he, like, if he was immortal, that he cannot be immortal.
I think deep down I love my family, but they do just remind me directly of my curse. My mom used to take me to visit my aunt and uncle a lot.
Your uncle... the devil?
Hi.
Yeah. I felt very alone when I went there. That side of the family just has nothing in common with me. Plus, when Damien came along, he just became a constant pain. Sorry if
It
that's
picks
mean
on
to say.
Jack.
My family makes me look out for him, so I tend to get frustrated with him often. Anyways, even though it was pretty stupid, I decided one day just to sneak out of the palace, just to clear my head. Hell outside of the protection of the palace gates is pretty dangerous, but I had
Yeah.
kinda stopped worrying about my own physical well-being. So, my carelessness caught up with me, and a demon attacked me. Yeah, I guess it was pretty freaky. Dangerous situations tend to shock me more than actually scare me. But then Jill showed up.
Oh.
Jill?
Yeah, I figured I was on the subject of my only close friends.
Did you turn her hand into an axe? Knife weapon?
Jill is definitely one of the most important people in my life. She saved me. Besides Zill,
Guess he got
she
a
was the
crush.
only one who ever protected me. Jill and I started spending time with each other after that. She was a stray daemon who spent a lot of time fending for herself against demons. Sorry if it seems I'm jumping around too much. I get carried away.
It's fine, Jack.
Anyway, I loved spending time with Jill. She was so rough with everyone, but with me, she was so soft. I snuck out to hang out with her during every held visit, and as we got older, I guess nothing really stays the same.
Oh.
I encouraged her to test to be a member of the Royal Guard. She passed the test with flying colors and was accepted to live in the palace. I was so proud of her. She ended up becoming head of the Royal Guard. I was so happy because we would be able to see each other much more often. But then she met this guy she worked with, and kinda ended up spending more time with him than with me. Which hurt a bit. I had always hoped we would stay close. Maybe even closer.
So, you had a crush on her?
Yeah.
Well, I crush easy. I'm happy she found someone, though. She deserves that. So does Zill. I
You
just
should
get
probably
lonely.
get her back.
I'm sorry. This took a turn. I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining about the fact that they're happy. I hope that's not what this sounds like.
Jack, it's fine. I can tell you are a very emotional person, and it's normal to get lonely in your situation. But I really think that you will be able to find someone for you in time. And talking about these feelings are the point of counseling, so no need to apologize. You seem to talk very highly of others. What about yourself? Besides the curses and all the negatives. Tell me about Jackson.
Me?
Yes. Your interests? Hobbies? Goals? Anything?
Well, let's see. I play the drums. I also, work part-time at the Safe Haven Observatory. I really love space. Just everything about the universe and its infinite vastness fascinates me. It's inspiring. I love studying astronomy and science.
Oh,
I also love to cook. That's my favorite hobby. I don't have many people to cook for, so I usually take food to the foster home, the same one that took Zillin for a while. I'm still deciding which path I'd like to take for a career, being like a real chef or going into astronomy. Next year is my final year at the academy, so I need to decide soon what my final major will be. I'm still able to take plenty of classes for both, though.
well, working at the observatory and being able to exercise your culinary skills gives you a good way to sample your career options. I'm sure you will make the right choice and have a successful career, Jack.
Thank you, Miss Walden. Thank you for listening. You're more attentive than the last counselor.
Well, it is what I'm here for.
So, are you still scared living here after the past few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting used to things. Talking to you wasn't scary. You were very kind, not frightening at all, past the fur, which alone is surprising. But there are a few people here who don't scare me as much. So thank you for not being scary.
But due to immortality.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about in this session?
No offense.
I think that's enough for this time. I don't want to overwhelm you. Thanks again, Miss Walden. Welcome to Safe Haven.
Take care, Jackson.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Oh, watch where you're going, wimp. You gonna cry or what?
No?
Yeah, you are. Pussy.
You little pussy. I mean, I still really love the art style before the animation version. I mean, between the comics and the animation, which it is a separate universe between Haspin and Hell of a Boss, are in the same universe. Because I did heard about the season 1's episode
Hey,
titled...
Dan.
Jack, you're early. It's barely dark out.
Yeah, I felt like coming in before my shift to relax a bit. Can I go up?
Of course. Nobody's up there right now.
Thanks, Dan. It's never lonely at night.
I really love those at the beginning of the origins of the Bad Luck Jack.
Zachariah?
I really appreciate
Miss
it.
Cameron,
I mean, it shows,
did your first session go well?
it hits flashbacks
Actually,
of the beginning.
it really did.
Like, seriously. Man, the origins look so cool. I mean, bro, like the origins of the Bad Luck Jack that was finally revealed, that was what happened to his flashbacks when his father died before he was, like, after he was born, and give him immortality, that he cannot die. And I really appreciate it. That I love where it's going. It's kind of beginning, and the story was lovely. Like, he had been in rough things in his life when he met his friend since he was 5. I mean, that's why Bill did not know he was gonna die. Like, he pulled his arm out that to make him immortality. I mean, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see what's next for Chapter 5, because I cannot find a part 2 of the Chapter 5 next. But anyway, so if you guys know, hit the like, the comments down below, subscribe, and tap the bell for notification. And that was a great story of the Bad Luck Jack origins, the beginning of Bad Luck Jack. And peace